Oh, we got Jason in the house.
Jason?
Jason, JV. He's got a reaction channel. He's reacted a couple of your songs too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bobby in the house. Tim's working on his. He can't quite hear us or something.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. It's coming through your computer.
Technical difficulties.
Man, always something.
It's to be expected. The Wi-Fi.
I was going to ask you. I don't want to ask no questions, right?
Me?
Yeah, I can hear you barely, Tim. It's like it's coming through your phone or something.
Can y'all hear me?
Barely.
Yes, barely can hear you. Sound like you're in a tunnel.
Jason, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
It's
Yeah, we
quiet.
can hear you, Tim. Barely. I'm gonna have to text him. I guess he can't hear us. I guess. Damn. Now he gonna jump out and come back in. How many kids you got?
2. I got my son is 5, my daughter's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Submission right there, bro.
I remember them days, man. I remember them days. Now I got 5 grandkids.
Damn. Yeah, I started off late, man. I think I had my son when I was 38.
30. Man, you did start out, man. I was 15. I was 15 my first kid. I moved out when I was 15. So
I was running hard at 15, man.
Man, I moved out when I was 15. I went to school for about 4 more months. I quit school and started working, man. I actually worked when I was going after school, but man, I just couldn't do both because it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to school the next day. My grades were going downhill. I was like, I hate school anyways. I need to work, need the money more.
What kind of work was you doing that keeping you up that late?
Man, I started at a restaurant. I was 16 years old. I wasn't even supposed to be hard because I was underage. He wasn't supposed to. I was actually 15. I wasn't quite 16. And he hired me like 4 months before I turned 16. And I done that for 8, 9 months. Man, I got to work somewhere. I was old cook, man, flipping them old burgers. I worked at a little mom and pop restaurant here in town. It's actually still in business.
You're in Nashville?
No, I'm just outside of Nashville. I'm about 34 miles east of Nashville, like going towards Cookville.
I think a couple years back, me and my family went out there to Nashville for the 4th of July.
Uh-huh.
Because they say
I'm sure they had a pretty good party there, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it was crazy. It was a good time. I had my kids with me, man. I mean, it was definitely rough trying to tag them through all the streets and everything like that, but I managed.
Right. I probably the last time I went down there to Nashville been 10 years ago, and they had a hell of a 4th of July then.
Oh yeah, they say it's one of the best fireworks shows in the country.
That's a party in place. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
I can hear you, Tim.
Can you?
I heard him talking.
Hello, 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 hello.
I heard him talking now too.
He was mumbling something.
Maybe it's delayed. Testing, 1, 2.
Can you hear us, Tim? Man, all the times, man, everything's been working great.
You know, I got that energy, bro.
Yeah, and we invite you on tonight, and everything goes to shit in the handbasket, man.
Yeah, that's how it usually works out.
Yeah, I don't live too far from Jack, Crazy Jack, so I actually
That's
go
good.
eat breakfast in
How
the
do you
morning.
meet him?
Through my brother, they do a lot of drag racing together.
Oh, nice.
Actually, they're going drag racing tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, he actually works in Nashville.
Oh, Jack, he loves that freaking drag racing stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're going in the morning. We're going to eat about 5:30 in the morning, so they're going to head out and go to the drag strip.
Nice.
Can y'all hear me now?
Got Backwood boys in here.
Mikey.
Barely.
Mikey.
Man, you're cutting in and out, Tim. You sound distorted.
Fucking daggone mic cut out on me. How about now?
It's still quiet.
Yeah, it's getting a little better. It's like you need some batteries in your headphones or something.
No, I plugged into my daggone laptop. It quit working on me for some reason.
Oh, man.
Now.
We can hear you, but you're not as loud as you normally are.
What about if I yell?
If you yell, we can hear you.
Yeah,
All
yeah. If you yell, we can hear you.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna yell then.
I think it's coming through your phone. I guess it's picking up through your phone or your laptop.
I don't know what the hell damn wrong thing wrong.
I can hear myself repeating off your side.
Let me give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back and check something real quick.
All right. It's like you got both of them together or something.
How about now?
Oh, yeah, you're getting better.
All right.
Like a fine woman, you just work on it, you get better by time.
What about now?
Oh, yeah.
That's the best yet.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yep.
hell yeah. You sounding like,
What about now?
yep.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Testing.
Hello, can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You just got a little delay there, but we can hear you a lot better.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah. My cousin just messaged me and said he sounds that he could hear you.
All right, good. All right, Triple T. We've been waiting for this all week. Like I told Mikey earlier, I was like a kid on Christmas Eve. I've been waiting for this one. So, Mr. Blase.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
Shoot it.
Can you tell the subscribers of this channel and your fans a little bit about yourself and how you came about the name Blase?
Well, the name Blase, me and when I did a state prison sentence from 97 to 2001, and when I came home, my brother had been writing music, and then we tried to like dabble in it a little bit, and at the time I was running a little bit too hard to focus on anything. I was in the streets heavy partying every fucking day. So fast forward, I ended up catching a Fed case, and at the end of my Fed case, at the end of the 10 years, I started writing a lot, man, because it was like as crazy as it seems, the closer I got to going home, the more stressful my time got. And writing was like an escape, man. It kept me grounded or whatever. So then I came home and I had a couple kids, and then a couple years ago, I ended up in a fucking another bad spot mentally, and then my brother and I started talking about the music, and then I started making the music again. Actually, it wasn't until a couple years ago that I could even rap on a beat. You know what I mean? So that was like one of the things that kept me away from the music, because I felt like I wasn't capable of rapping on a beat and all that type of stuff. So it was like too much. I don't want to say it was intimidating or whatever, but it was like I was, my interest wasn't there because I felt like it wasn't possible. So then we made a couple songs, and I think on the second or third song, I went home with just the first verse, and then I taught myself to rap to the beat for the second verse, and then we sat there, me and my brother was sitting there going over names, and then he just was like, Blase. And because my dad used to always say that word, right? And it was kind of just the definition of the word was kind of dope, but that's how it came about, man.
Okay, so I seen a video on your in one of your playlists called 1997. And apparently it was someone that you actually did time with.
Yeah.
And in that video, he said that you were debating on about doing, I guess, like performing in the yard.
Yeah.
Type of a music show.
A talent show. Yeah.
Right. So how were the other inmates receptive of you and a white Irish guy going out there rapping hip hop?
Well, the talent show never happened. So
didn't?
Nah.
Okay.
So but you know, that's a good question. The how they would have reacted is, especially in California State Prison, but I mean, back then I think we had a couple songs. Now, with the music that I've made, if I was able to put on a show in the prison system, I think that the inmates would fucking love it, man, because a lot of no matter what background they're from, because a lot of what I'm talking about hits home with everybody that's in that lifestyle, and unless you're not unless you're like on the outs with the regular inmates, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I talk a lot of crap in that shit, man, and I think the real gangsters would love that type of the message that I'm putting out in that music that I'm currently making.
I'm glad you said that, because here's my next question. So the very first reaction I did of yours was No Secrets with you and E-Dub.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Someone put in the comment section, why are you promoting gangster rap? And my response was, when I did the 6ix9ine Kill 6ix9ine reaction, I touched on it a little bit, and I said, Jelly Roll, I don't know if you know who he is or not.
I'm a big fan.
But he said that rapping is nothing but speaking truth and facts. And Ryan Upchurch said it best, that if you speak the truth, you can never take an L. And my response to the person who made the comment was, I didn't consider that gangster rap, because you were speaking nothing but truth and facts on what you went through your life. So do you consider what you do gangster rap, or is it just rap?
It's my life, man. It's like I've tried to step outside of like the main music that I do and write about other stuff, but it's like telling a football player to go play baseball. You know what I mean? It's to me. Does that make sense though? It's like fucking.
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I rap about my life, but a lot of the times, man, if people really paid attention to what I'm saying, that they had realized that I'm not glamorizing the life. You know what I mean? It's like in one of the songs where I say 4 in the whip, 1 shooter, and 3 snitch. Who the hell wants to go through that? You know what I mean? It's like I'm basically telling you, you could be in the car with 4 of your best friends, man, and you pull the trigger, and the likelihood of your 3 best friends telling on you is fucking great. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I know from personal experience on that one.
yeah, my music is real life shit, man. It's and I know that sometimes I'll be talking about the drug use and that type of stuff, and sometimes it's the stories told in an entertaining way. But a lot of times, what I tell people is this, man. When you watch The Sopranos, do you think that them actors are actually out there doing everything that they're playing the parts of in these movies? Hell no. But all these people that will bash you about making gangster music will sit there and watch these shows. It's like no different. If you don't like what I'm talking about, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you my life story. I'm not telling you shit that I sat there and watched on the television. You know what I mean? My life has been crazy from the gate. There was no transitional period where it went from this to this. I grew up in this lifestyle, man. So everything that I talk about is my life experiences in gangster rap, whatever.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That song you did where you're talking about 4 in the whip, 1 shooters and 3 snitches. That was a fire ass song. I'm not gonna lie. I love that song.
Yeah, it's one of.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not just saying this because you're on the show. I haven't found a bad song yet.
Right on, man. I appreciate that.
Just I don't know. It's just something about your vibe. I love the fact that you are speaking truth and facts, and I have to agree with you. I don't think that you're actually glamorizing the drug life. You're telling what you went through, correct?
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, you know what's funny? Because I made the No Apologies, the Irish song, right? And all throughout that song,
I want to talk about that one later.
Yeah, all throughout that song, man, I'm talking about Irish history. You know what I mean? I talk about Bobby Sands. I talk about harps. I talk about all Brian Boru, all a bunch of significant people of Irish history. But in one part of the song, I said, "We sleep with good girls, spill blood before pints." Yep. And these people lost their fucking mind on me because I said good girls. You know what I mean? It's like, here I am hyping up my heritage, and this one little part of the song they pick out and say, "Oh, Irish women don't like to be called girls," and I'm like, but then I just say that because you can't please everybody, man. There's always going to be that somebody in the comment section saying something about this is gangster rap, or oh, this dude's talking bad about women by calling us girls, or I don't know.
Well,
man, you're always gonna have haters. I don't give a daggum what you do. You're gonna have haters. I got them. Tim's got them. I could do a country song and people hate on that. I could do a rap song that they hate on that. I'm like, yeah, I can't win for losing. But you're always gonna have them haters. I see it like this. I just don't freaking acknowledge them. As long as you don't acknowledge them, they'll move on.
Yeah, I do my best not to acknowledge them, man. But
I will tell you in that No Apologies track you did, I did look in the comment section before I did the reaction, because that's one thing I like to do is go to the comment section, see what people say. And you caught some heat from some people from Ireland. Boy, they were on your head. Like, hey, you ain't Irish, you're an American. I'm like, damn, they were tearing you up.
I'll fight every one of these motherfuckers, man.
The fact that one of your fans just went off on them and said, hey, just because we're born an American, we still have Irish blood going through our bodies.
Yeah, that's
because Irish
clown stuff, man. I mean, who says that?
Exactly.
Who the hell says that?
People ain't got no damn life, man.
You know, initially, my reaction was like, what kind of time are these people in Ireland on to be tripping like that? However, I also got people out there that like older women, you know what I mean, that are 30s, 40s, that reach out to me on a consistent basis, that love what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, out here we got them little troll people that don't have nothing better to do with their time and sit there and talk bad about anybody that's doing anything on the internet. And it's the same out there. You know, a lot of times people will just enjoy the music and not comment or any of that other stuff. But these little bored motherfuckers that just are sour about their life have nothing better to do than go in there and hate. So,
man, you couldn't have said it no damn better, man. You need to write a song on some damn haters now.
That's giving them too much attention, man. God.
Yeah, just don't mention their name, man.
Believe it or not, I did a video called Haterville. And in the description of every video I've done since then, it has a link to that video. And I put in that video, if you want to put a negative comment, come to this link. And I got some hard hitters in the Triple T family that will sit here and they will bash you on the internet if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I try to
But
stay
the thing
away.
about it, if you got a good fan base that loves your music, and they'll see a hater come in there, they will destroy them at you even doing anything. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. I had one of my homeboys that was doing that, man. This fool was going in there and every single person that left a nasty comment, he was responding to every single one of them, man. And I'm like, don't entertain these people, man, because I'm telling you, that is much as I don't like to admit it, that shit ruffles my feathers, man. I don't like it's just some cowardice type stuff. Who does that? Who talks shit over the internet knowing that you'll never have an opportunity to do anything about it?
That's people that hide behind a computer knowing you can't do nothing anyway. They hide behind a computer and start shit knowing you can't come to there and whoop their ass. So that's the reason they do it. Now, they wouldn't do it in front of your face because it'd be a different story because it'd be your ass, Mr. Postman. But anyways. So, but anyways, I got a question. So what made you decide to do a song on Kill 6ix9ine? Now, I'm sure you're talking about that rainbow looking guy.
Nah, well, you know, that's no, the idea for that song came behind people kept asking me questions about my history, right?
Right.
And they felt that since I hadn't done nothing for so long, you know, because I went into prison in 2004, got out in 2014. So in their opinion, anything that I've done prior to my prison sentence, that it's like an all systems go, that I could talk about whatever I want to because there's statute of limitations. I could just pour everything out there, right? And I'm not really comfortable doing that because it's like I'm still set in my ways, right? I might not be in the streets doing everything that I was doing. However, I still don't feel comfortable talking about certain shit. So that's like when you hear like the hook says, want to talk about my past? I want to talk about the code. Statute of limitations, I don't care, I took a note. And then so the rest of the song, there's like little key parts in there, you know, and like where I talk about the dude Nate Cottrell, it seems like he's always writing and bringing up certain things like gang stuff, and to me it's just like the only thing that's keeping this shit in the limelight is writers, you know what I mean? And it's like, to me it was I don't know, it was kind of like a that whole song was basically me like lashing out at people that like it's like a game to them, you know. Oh, you're not in the game anymore, so you could talk about any fucking thing you want. And in reality, these dudes sit around and watch rats debrief on everything that they did their entire life, you know what I mean? And I don't know. So it didn't really have anything to do with 6ix9ine. I threw the 6ix9ine thing in there because that's how
that's what I thought. Because when you could say Kill 6ix9ine, you know, him being a rat he is, you know, I thought it was more towards him being, you know, but I didn't know it. Since you broke it down, I understand what you're saying now. Here, I was thinking it was more about 6ix9ine. Yeah,
it was just like me letting the masses know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, kill the rat, free the gangster. You know what I mean? Right. And it's like, he's probably the most talked about freaking piece of shit on the planet. So it was like, It flowed correctly. I hope they kill 6ix9ine, man, and free fucking Shotty.
Man, when you said that damn $1,400 for a damn mouse shirt, I'm like, who in the hell gives $1,400 for a shirt? Lord, I don't even give $30 for a shirt more. That's $1,400.
Damn designer shit, bro. It's no joke.
Shit, give me a pair of overalls. I'm happy.
I'm gonna wear some overalls in my next video.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey,
He,
you do that, I got a perfect line for you. When you put them overalls on, say, yeah.
man, his damn phone keeps cutting off like that.
Oh, it's my daggone camera. I'm actually using the camera. So you know how you use the line, you got goons in the back seat?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one that you could use. You can say something like to the extent, hey, I even got goons down south. If you don't believe me, you can go look them up. I got Triple T from Louisiana,
Hell
Big
yeah.
T from Tennessee.
Hell, we ain't got nothing else to do. We can sit over here and write some kind of rap song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get a few beers in us. Hell, we can rap to anything.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, man. But anyways, you got another question, Tim? I was going to ask none if you didn't have one off the top of your head.
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, who would you like to maybe do another song with? You got anybody in mind?
Yeah, there's a dude named Best Believe. Y'all heard of him?
No.
He's like I feel like he associates with Burden.
Burden would be a good match for you.
Yeah. I was following Burden for a while, man, and his last 2 songs, man, made me respect that cat in a whole different way. You know what I mean? I admire everybody that makes music, man, because you're putting yourself out there and everything, and so anybody that can do it and do it consistently and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, I got all the respect for him in the world. But it takes a lot of balls to do what he's done in his last 2 songs. You know what I mean? And after
there's a lot of hell for it too.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's where I was going with the one before the white privilege one. You know, he went on afterwards and was talking about how people he's known his whole life was like catching attitude and all that type of stuff. So it takes balls to be different, man, and go into it realizing that you're gonna catch a lot of motherfucking heat for it. So Burden would I'd definitely like to make some music with him, man. Jelly Roll, Struggle Jennies, all them guys.
What about
so you follow a lot of them? You follow a lot? You like hell yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of Jelly Roll, man. I feel like that dude is
he's got some deep songs himself, man. You know, Jelly Roll, he's been through a lot of shit himself, and I love his music, but man, sometimes reacting to it.
Yeah, that Save Me song is fucking nuts, bro. That thing.
Ooh, man.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jelly Roll's
but man, reacting to.
Go ahead.
But Mike. You know, reacting to his music, man, you just got to bring yourself down to his level.
Yeah,
so, makes it a little kind of hard to do a reaction on, man.
I bet.
I'm more of the up to beat stuff.
Whenever I do a Jelly Roll reaction, it's going to be a 22-minute reaction easily, because the stuff that he sings on, I feel he's like Luther Vandross. When he sings that song on stage in a live show, bitches gonna be throwing panties on stage.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling
you, man. Too.
I'm gonna be right up front row.
Yeah, I seen something where he was talking about. I don't know if he wrote it or he was doing like a little live thing, but he said somebody told him. He goes, "Man, you might not be the best singer, man, but I could feel every word that you're saying. So you need to keep doing this." And that's true, man. That dude's got a gift, man.
Oh yes, without a doubt. He's definitely got some pipes. All right, so here's my question. So some of the people are in the comment section that want to know your age, number one, and two. Would you mind telling us what you got locked up for?
I'm 43. I'm 33. I mean, I was in prison for 10 years, so I kind of lost 10 of those years. So I kind of feel like, but my first time in 1997, I went to prison for, they charged me for battery on a police officer with great bodily injury. And I was trying to get away, man. I was a young kid, man. I was 19 or 20 years old, and I was on drugs bad, man, and it started off me just trying to get away from these clowns, and it kind of went bad. And one of the cops ended up breaking his leg or some shit, and so I got sentenced to 4 years, 4 months at 85% for that. And I got out. I was out for 21 months. I got out in September of 2001, and I kind of came home to the madness. I stayed good for a little while, and then I kind of went right back into the shit I was doing prior to my incarceration. I wasn't using drugs, or I wasn't using meth.
9/11 or after 9/11?
I got my release date was 9/11/2001.
Get the fuck out of here, for real.
It was, but then I lost some time, and I got it back, but they wouldn't give me it all back, so my time changed by 5 days or something. But yeah, my original release date was on 9/11. It's kind of crazy, man. I wouldn't have went home, but yeah. So
what the hell did you do that? What'd you do in prison that damn long, man? Stare at the damn wall or something?
Oh,
I'm sure you got to go outside just for a little bit, but
it's like regular life in there, man. But it's I mean, you get up, you go to work, you work out. It's just like a real structured program, man. And I was telling somebody before, that's kind of like it cripples inmates, because it gives you this false sense of reality. Like when you go home, when you go home, everything's just going to be casual. You know what I mean? You're going to get a job, get a place to stay, and everything's going to be easy. But out here in the street, nothing is predictable like it is in prison. I mean, you got the violence and all that type of stuff, but you're going to work, bro. You know what time you're eating. You know what time you're getting let out to the yard. It's just so freaking structured that
it's almost like the military.
It is. And then you come home, man, and it's nothing like that. And I know that a lot of times, like, even because I eventually went to the feds for 10 years. And even when I came home, you would think after 10 years, you'd be like, there's no fucking way that I'm ever do anything stupid in my life again. But the complications of everyday life, man, keeps pushing you back, man. It's just like the stuff that everybody else, if you've been a normal working citizen type person your whole life, all the ups and downs of everything that comes with normal life is to be expected. But like I said, you in prison, you get this like false hope that when you come home, as long as you're not breaking laws or doing anything like that, life is just going to be easy. And that's not the case.
See, my dad done several years in the penitentiary in Nashville at the old prison down there. And man, he said, you can be sitting there eating, lunch or supper or whatever. He said, it'll be a daggum stabbing right beside of you. He said, best not even knowledge. You just keep on eating like nothing ever happened. But
yeah,
when my dad got out of prison, this is back in the 80s, early 80s. But anyways, when he got out of prison, man, he has so much hate for everybody, man. He thought everybody was against him. Everybody was out to get him. And I don't know, man. I don't know how exactly it was before he went in, but when he got out, man, I was already a little older, and he just had a different attitude. If he didn't like you, he just tell you didn't like you. He seemed to whoop your ass and look at you.
Oh, so so I stayed. After I got out of my state prison, I got out and I was doing good for a few months, and then I went right back to the bullshit. Like I said, before I went to the state prison, I was bad on meth. After state prison, I never touched meth again because I just hated the person that it made me. but I was in the game. I was doing everything else. I was partying all the time. I was working, but then I stopped working and I just was being a fucking criminal. Then I was out for 21 months. I caught a DUI. They sent me back to prison for 9 months flat. I did 270 days for a fucking DUI. And then I was out for 6 months after I got released from that 9 months. And then I caught a 150-month sentence for a cocaine drug charge.
How much did you have on you?
I had a lot.
That's tough.
Damn, it's like you spent more time in pen behind bars you have out of the bars.
Oh my God! From 20 years old to 37, I spent 20 to 37. Was it? Fuck, 16 years.
Damn.
15 years.
Okay, but was that the first time that you were in trouble with the law? When was the very first time?
Oh no, I've been in trouble with the law my whole life.
So did you ever get to the juvie system?
I was in and out of juvenile hall, drug programs. I've been in trouble my whole life, man. It's just been consistent. And you know what's crazy, man, is I tell people the way I grew up was so different, man. And it's like I've made posts where I said, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. And it's as accurate as I could get, man, because my life wasn't normal, man. And it took me until I was in my 30s to realize how crazy it was. You know what I mean? Like there was no, hey, go get a job, do this, do any of that type of stuff. It was like everything was. I mean, when my earliest memories as a kid was going and visiting inmates in Folsom, San Quentin. We'd go up there and spend our weekends in the motels, swimming around. You know what I mean? Our parents are going into the prison system to visit people. And then, you know, I start getting older. My mom and my dad start having their differences. You know what I mean? My mom and my dad split. I find out that my dad went to prison and did 6.5 years.
How old were you when your parents split up?
Oh my God, my mom and dad fought like cats and dogs. They was on and off.
How old were you when they split up?
I think the final split up was probably 13, maybe 12, 13. I don't know.
Do you think that had anything to do with the things that you did as you got older?
Well, I think that the direction my life went was inevitable. You know what I mean? It's like growing up in a drug dealing environment where I mean, if you like read up on my mom's situation, my mom got busted in one of the biggest RICO indictments in the United States of America. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people think that, you know, somebody watch movies or something and get intrigued and want to go commit crimes, and you know, oh, I'm watching these gangsters that live down the street, and it's no, my house was that house. You know what I mean? So it was like it was inevitable, man. If somebody grew up the way I grew up and didn't get in trouble, that's like the polar opposite of somebody that grew up in a structured home that goes out and does a whole bunch of goofy shit. You know what I mean? That's how extravagant it would have been for somebody to grow up in my household and go live a normal life.
Would you be willing to give the fans your mother's name so they could look it up themselves if they wanted to? Yeah,
my mom's name was Marty Donahue Folks, I think is what the Folks might be. Marty Folks is what it might be in the, if you look it up. But Marty Donahue Folks, maybe.
Okay.
But my mom, man, people love my mom. My mom was a well-respected individual everywhere, but so was my dad. My dad was a hog, man. So, and my dad was kind of brought my mom into that little lifestyle, and one thing led to another. But once I found out my dad, like I watched, they had this show on TV about my dad's crime, and I watched my dad on TV, and then I became like infatuated with that lifestyle. I started seeing these pictures of people my mom were corresponding with on the wall, and these dudes just look like hogs, man. And you start hearing about their stories, and then you see how people get treated when they come home from prison, and it's like street celebrities, man. And at a young age, I started falling in love with that lifestyle, that image and everything. And with my dad away from the house, my mom couldn't control me and my brothers, so it was wild.
Now, how many siblings do you have?
I got 2 sisters and 4 brothers.
A big family.
Man, that's a big family. Sound like when I grew up, there was 6 of us when I was growing up. My oldest brother, he passed away, so there's 5 of us left.
Well, my dad had kids with 3 different women, so that we know of. That big old pimp.
Hell yeah.
That is crazy. So in your song Mama, right? What went through your mind when you, so in the very beginning, it has the collect call coming from prison, and it's you talking to your nieces. Did that conversation actually go like that?
Mm-mm. No, we had planned it, because it's like that kind of sums up my mom. You know what I mean? Some people would have seen, it's like seeing me and seeing all the crazy shit that I was doing and been like, damn, this dude's out of fucking control. And then so by me saying, oh, you trying to be like your uncle, and then being like, what are you talking about, man? We're trying to be like grandma.
Yeah, we're trying to be like grandma, man.
Like
Hey,
you need to step your game up.
One of the toughest lines you had in that song, you said, she's a grandma at home, but she's a killer in the streets.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
He can still hear you.
Yeah.
Man.
So
what the hell?
my grandma would say that's a bad mamma jamma to be like that.
yeah, I'm sure Jack has talked to you about her, huh?
No, actually, it was a couple of weeks ago when he just mentioned your music, and he just gave me a little bit of information about you. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll go check him out. And once I done that reaction, Tim jumped on board, and got a couple other ones done some reactions on you.
Yeah.
But I know Tim's been doing a lot here the past week. I could do a lot damn more, but man, my damn foot's been killing me. But anyways, I know he's been putting them out, so I know it's his channel. He's inviting us on his channel, so I've been letting him put them out. So, but I'll eventually get back in there and do a few more of yours and stuff.
Like I told you, I love your flow. I love the fact that you're speaking truth and facts, and I can tell everything. Every song that I react to, I believe exactly what you're saying, because I can see when you, even though I'm watching the video, the words, I can picture everything that you were saying, like the Mama song. I can picture your mom going into that trap house doing exactly what you were saying. I could visually picture her doing that. And that's what I loved about it.
Yeah, well, that's why it's like and the Kill 6ix9ine thing. You know what I mean? It's like my history is public information. If you want to know something about me, you could read about me. You know what I mean? So it's not like you need me to tell you a fucking thing. There's fucking so many cases that have gone in that county with my name and what they think about me and what they think about the people I was running around with. So it's like, what do I need to talk about? You know what I mean? It's like and even in like No Difference, I said, you ain't gotta ask the streets, because the feds still watch me. I've been out for 5 years and the feds still want me. You know, it's like I'm not the same as a lot of these people. What's gangster rap to them is life to me.
Right.
So
and
that's go ahead. And I was gonna say, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh, this dude's talking gangster rap. No, I'm talking about my life, man. What you call gangster life or gangster rap is what I called every day of my life.
Right.
So,
Right.
Hey, you can almost come out with a book now.
I got somebody that wants to write one, but that's like another thing. You know what I mean? We sat and talked about it, and he tried to ask me questions, and I'd be like, I don't want to talk about that. And I've told him numerous times, I was like, listen, man, if you want to write an exciting book, just go and get all the information out of the courtrooms and everything. You know, these cops will put a 20 on a penny. So if you want to appeal to the masses, write what the cops are talking about, because they hype shit up so much, and it'd be like a freaking Sons of Anarchy show or Sons of Anarchy book. It's like, hey, sometimes I read the stories that these people talking about. I'm like, where the fuck was I at when I was doing this? Because I don't remember that.
You ain't talking about that damn fake news, are you?
Yeah, nah, they don't do that, do they?
No, man. Them mugs don't do that shit.
That shit's real,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Everything they say is the gospel.
That's tough.
Hell yeah.
So I seen on your Instagram feed, excuse me, you had a picture of you and E-Dub, who did No Secrets with you, correct?
Yeah.
And in that picture, it looked like both of you were locked up at the same time. Is that true?
No, I don't think
Or was he visiting you?
are you talking about, is it the cover?
Huh?
Is it the cover?
No, it's a picture with you and him. Both of you very young looking. You got a prison blue shirt on. I don't know if he's got another blue shirt on or not. At least I thought it was E-Dub.
Oh no. I don't know. I don't see it. No, it might have been me and my young brother, the one that I always talk about right here.
Okay.
But no, that wasn't in prison. I don't even see it no more. But maybe I posted it on my story, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
AJ said it was you and your brother.
Yeah, that was me and my brother.
All right. I knew I'd seen it on there somehow.
But
So,
no, that wasn't.
Who is EWU? I mean, is he a longtime friend, or is it just
Well, one of my closest friends, Tommy Klein, is married to his sister.
Okay.
So when I came home, my partner Tommy Klein, who's like a brother to me, was always saying, "Man, you got to hook up with E-Dub. You got to hook up with E-Dub. This dude is talented." And you know what's crazy, man, is I had wrote that whole song, right? And I was like, man, I need a beat to this, and because I loved the words to it, right? And then E-Dub reached out to me. We had talked a couple times, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna send you something in the next couple days." And he sent me that beat with that hook, and I was like, "Oh my god, man, it was perfect, man." He just said that he's quitting music, man. That dude's talented, man. But
what?
Sometimes I think people get frustrated with this shit, the shit talking, all the corrupt backbiting and all that type of stuff that goes with it. It ain't for everybody, man. Some people just don't like to see the nastiness in people over and over and over and over and over again, which is a reason why if you're planning on committing crime or doing anything like that, man, get it into your head now that is the most corrupt fucking thing you'll ever get into in your life. Like I said earlier, your best friends in life become rats, and not only rats, they become the biggest lying pieces of shit on the planet. They won't just tell facts. They'll exaggerate it just like the cops want them to. So it's like, it's a fucked up lifestyle, man. And I feel like how you mentioned your dad coming home and being completely different. The fucking problem with that is, bro, is you're so used to betrayal and just nasty people doing nasty shit that you become callous. So like, what happens to some people every once in a while happens to people in that lifestyle repeatedly. So it's just, you become like, I know it might sound weird, man, but at the end of my sentence, I would read like books that I felt would like make me feel something. And I did it just because I wanted to feel something, because I was like, when my parents died, I felt like I had to force myself to get emotional behind it, because I was so fucking callous. I was so used to crazy shit happening that I was worried that I was losing my ability to feel like normal shit that everybody else felt, man. So prison's crazy, man, and that lifestyle, the criminal lifestyle, that shit's all crazy, man. It definitely changes you.
I remember going down there on the weekends on Sunday. I think Sunday they had a like a family get together. My mom and grandmother and all of them would go down there at Nashville and have a picnic out on the yard there. Man, the shit you had to go through just to even get in there, man. They searched all the food. You couldn't bring cornbread in there, nothing, and you had to go through this gate and you had to be searched and everything was scanned and checked, and you had to go through another gate, and then they opened the big prison doors up, and then everybody's family. Well, they let a few out at a time. You can stay like an hour or so. Then once you got done, you had to leave. Then other people come in and spend time with their family. You had certain times you had to be there, but man, them guards standing around with them guns all the time and shit. But it was definitely crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think they actually changed it not too long ago, man. But it got to a point where the inmates started like standing up and saying, "Listen, man, you guys, like, one of the main things that you want us to do is maintain family contact, because they feel like it makes the recidivism less. But you make it so fucking complicated. Who can afford $15 phone calls and shit like that? You know what I mean? Right. It's like you want us to stay in contact and maintain strong family ties, but at the same time you make it impossible. And then our people get up here and have to just go through bullshit shit just to see us. You know what I mean? And it was like right on. It was crazy, man. And I think that they finally changed the phone call shit, and I don't know, man. It's
$15 for a damn phone. Good
I know
God,
it was expensive, bro. I don't know if it was 15, but it was a lot of money.
Holy shit!
How old were you when your mom passed?
I was it was 2009. So 2009, 2007. I was 32.
Where did she pass from, if you don't mind me asking?
Cancer.
What type?
Lung cancer.
That's tough. How old was she?
You know how old mom was? Like around 60, 58 maybe. I think because my dad died 9 days later, and I think my dad was 60.
Whoa, 9 days later.
Yeah.
Man. How did he pass?
He overdosed on some pharmaceuticals.
Because of your mom's passing?
I think I definitely, actually, my bad. My dad died 9 days before my mom, and it was crazy, man. Because I was sitting in prison, and I knew my mom was. I had told my brother one time, I was like, "Hey, how's mom?" And he would always tell me she's good. And then finally, I told him, "Man, bro, are you sure?" And he's like, "Fuck, I don't really want to tell you how she's doing." And I was like, "Man, I got to go through this too." And then he put my mom on the phone, and it was like my mom was gone. You know what I mean? It was like once you get to a certain point, I feel like you go crazy, or I don't know about it because I wasn't there, but it wasn't even like I was talking to my mom, man. And
did they allow you to go to the funeral?
Nah. But you know what? The chaplain up there actually got it to where my people could film the whole thing, and then they let me go up to the chapel and watch like the whole thing with a couple of my good friends and shit like that. So yeah, but I couldn't go to the funeral. So like at the end, I was expecting at any time to get the phone call or the email, because we had the little Corling shit of my family saying, "Hey, call." Because I always told them, because in prison, a lot of times people will call up there and say, "Hey, this dude's mom died or something. Have him call." And then they'll call you up to the chapel, and the priest will sit there and talk to you. And I told my family, don't do that, because I don't want some stranger that I don't know talking to me about my people dying. So my sister sends me an email and says, "Hey, you need to call home." So I called home expecting him to say that my mom died. And then they told me that it was my dad was in a coma or whatever. And I was like, ain't no fucking way, man. What in the hell? So a couple days later, my dad died. And then 9 days later, my mom died.
So when you were locked
Man.
up and your mom and dad passed, when was the last time you seen them actually in person before they passed? How long has it been?
It had been maybe a year or something because my family brought them up there. So I got to see my mom and my dad one of the last time in a prison visiting room, but at least I got to see him. So I think after, because my mom, when she got sick, my mom was doing a fed sentence. So they tried to put her in for a compassionate release because her doctor said that she has 6 months to live. And
You tell me your mom was actually locked up when she passed?
no, so she was in the Fed. She was doing time in the feds when they found out she had lung cancer.
Okay.
Told her she had 6 months to live, so they tried to put her in for a compassionate release. The Fed shot it down. So then her attorney went in front of her judge, and her judge released her. So after she got released, one of my partners went into my like counselor. I forget what they're called, unit manager. He talked to the main lady and said, "Hey man, listen, my buddy is weird about talking to you people, you people, the cops and whatever." He goes, "But this fool's mom just got out of jail. She's they gave her 6 months to live, whatever. He needs a visit with this lady." So she went in there, like rushed the whole process so my mom could come in and see me. So I got to see him a few times. I don't know if three or four times, 2 or 3 times. I don't remember, but and they would come up. They would come up for a week. So I got multiple visits.
I'm gonna get real deep on you on this one, and I apologize in advance. But let's say hypothetically, somehow, some way, you can have one more day here on Earth with your mom, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to her? What would you do? And how do you think that she would feel about how your life has turned out?
Man, if I could do something like that, it'd just be to meet the kids. You know what I mean? That's like both my parents. That's like the biggest thing that fucks with me the most is that my kids don't get to meet them because man, my parents were aside from all the crazy bullshit, they were great people, man. Especially like the older my father got, the more grounded he got. When my dad was young, my dad was wild as a motherfucker, but he ended up, raising a couple kids, and it just like my dad was a different person, man. So, but like my dad could capture a room, man, have everybody laughing and having a good time, but then it could go the exact opposite too. But
Right.
If I could do that with my mom, it'd just be I would like her to sit there and be able to enjoy the kids, man. You know what I mean? And for one day, I mean that for me would just be fucked up because it would just be. But I don't know. I think that my mom would be ecstatic about where my life is. You know what I mean? I take care of my kids, man, like you wouldn't believe. We've been on family vacations where young kids be like looking at me and going, man, the way this dude takes care of his kids is amazing. So, and then the music, them seeing me, like my mom and my dad seeing me do something that I love. Since I've been home, I bought a couple homes. I've done everything right, man. You know what I mean? I think that anything and everything that I'm doing today would just make them proud, man. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Man, that's good. You spending time with your kids because that would mean a lot to them when they get older. They will never forget that.
Yeah, you know what? That keeps me. That's one of the things that keeps me grounded with it all. You know what I mean? I know that shit's hard for me, man, because like I said, I spent so many of my adult years. Look, most people hit their adolescent years. They go through maturity. They morph into mature adults. But I was on meth at 13 years old, all the way up till I was 20. So I never had the chance to mature into a normal adult. And then I'd come out of prison and get right back in the game. So it's like I never really had the opportunity to mature, man. And then once shit started happening, I go back to prison. Since I've been home from the feds, this is the first time that I've been able to like kind of get a grasp on life. You know what I mean? And go through the ups and downs of it. And I'm doing all of that while raising 2 kids, man. So, and it's been hard.
Right.
The fact that knowing that I'm doing everything I can and spending as much time with them, and knowing that the impact that will have on them when they get older, that's what keeps me moving forward.
Well, I'm gonna shine a little bit of light on what you just said then. If you know anything about this channel, I preach this all the time. It's one of my favorite sayings to say to people. There's 2 paths you can take in life, Blase. You can take the hard right or the easy wrong. Now, prior to you having your children, you were on the easy wrong life, right? Now that you have your children, you're on that hard right life.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Meaning, if I said, go get me a case of Coke, right? But you got to go 5,000 miles east, 2,000 miles north, 3,000 miles west, and 4,000 miles south to get to that case of Coke. Along the way, you're going to come across trials and tribulations. You know, you're doing the right thing. You're paying your bills. You're being a good citizen. You're raising your kids. You're being a good role model to them. You're being a good person. That's the hard right.
Yeah, that is, man.
The easy wrong is that case of Coke can be 100 feet in front of you. But before you get to it, there'll be 1,000-foot cliff and you'll fall off every time.
Yeah.
And that's what you were going through every time you got locked up. You were on that easy wrong because you seen and I was the same way. I'm not saying what I did exactly what you did because your life was way more extravagant than mine was. But I experienced selling drugs as a teenager because I seen my parents growing up. They were struggling. And I said, I don't want to live like that. And I seen all my friends having all the nice things. And I had all the hand-me-downs. I got tired of living like that. So I went out and I seen that, hey, you know, if I sell a little weed here, a little bit of acid there, some pills here, I can make that fast cash. And I was smart about it. I never had anybody working with me. And I never did it in my area. I always went to the next city over, the next county over. I never did where people knew who I was. So I know what it's like to be fascinated by that fast cash, and that's where you were growing up. You had that tunnel vision on.
Yeah,
you had blinders on. All you could see was the cash. You're like, I'm gonna get that cash. And before you can get to the jackpot, you'd fall off that cliff. And how'd you fall off the cliff? You ended up being locked up. Well, now that you have your kids, they're the ones that you realize now, okay, now it's just not about me anymore. I got 2 children I got to take care of.
Yeah.
So you're putting your selfishness aside and you're focusing on your kids, which is a good thing. And I'm a firm believer that everything happens in this world for a reason.
Yeah.
The reason that you went through all those hard times in life is so where you're at right now, you're more grounded, you're more level-headed, and you understand, hey, I know what that hard life is. Yes, this is the hard right that I'm taking. I'm not making as much money as I used to in the past, but I guarantee you when you go to bed at night, you don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder.
Yeah. Nah.
True or false?
No, that's true. It's a good feeling, man. It's like the fact I've laid in my bed many a nights after I had my son. Mainly, I don't really do it so much anymore. But when I had my son, I laid in that bed many a nights wanting to go back to selling drugs, man. And I was like, man, this life don't work for me, man. And I wanted to go back and do it. And I lay in there and I think, man, what am I gonna do when I wake up in a prison cell and I can't go into go pick up my son or do stuff like that. And that shit just was like, let me reel that right back in. Come back in.
Look, if that ever comes across your mind again, I just want you to think of this. Do you really want another man to raise your children?
Oh yeah, nah. Hell nah. Hell nah.
That right there should keep you grounded.
Yeah, it does. It does.
My grandmother used to tell me this one saying, and I live by this saying every day. And that is, every day that you're above ground, there's nothing in this world that can bring you down. When you think you have it that bad, there are 10,000 people who have it worse than you. And that is a very true statement.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That is.
So I just wanted to shine a little bit of that knowledge onto you, and hopefully that can help you with your day-to-day struggles, because it's still tempting.
Oh, it is.
To this day, I'd be like, man, why am I breaking my back working 9 to 5 when I know I can go out there and sell me a couple bricks, and I'd be like, bam.
Yeah.
But I got a wife, 4 kids, 4 grandkids. I can't do that stuff no
Nah, it ain't worth it.
more.
Especially because nobody's solid no more, man. It's just there's no consequences for being a piece of shit. So everybody's being a piece of shit.
Right.
That's right.
Do you do any shows anywhere? You've been doing any live shows or any small places?
Once the COVID shit started, it messed me all up. You know, I started a good friend of mine and me did a little Cocoa County. That's where we're from in the Bay Area, Contra Costa County. We did like a Cocoa County summer bash, and that was like the first show. And then I ended up getting into a bar, and then my homeboy started like trying to get this lady to get me on like a regular schedule, and then the COVID hit, so it kind of just threw a whole messed me all up.
Yeah, that's tough. I said in one of my reactions, and then I truly mean this, I think 2021 is going to be your year. I think it's going to be Burden's year. And there's 2 other artists I think it's going to blow up next year. And that's John Broderick and Big Poe. I think by June of 2021, you'll probably hit around 20,000 subs. And then by the end of 2021, I think you'll be close to 100,000 subs.
Yeah. That's big, man. Burden's blowing up, man. I respect that cat. Like I said, man, it takes a lot of heart to do what he did, and he did it, and it's working out for him, man.
So that's why I tell everybody to go subscribe to you, because, like I said, I love your flow. I love your message. I don't look at it as you at being a gangster rapper. You're just telling your story, your life. And that's all you're doing in your music.
Yeah. Period, man. It's like I've lived. I feel like I have the right to talk about what I lived through and how I view everything. And whoever don't like that, I don't give a
fuck. He said he don't give a damn. Hell yeah. Well, I didn't. The reason I asked you, was you doing any live shows anywhere? As a guy on here dropped a comment, Mike, and he asked, would you ever do one in Jersey or New York? And that's the reason I asked you, because I didn't know if you'd done any or not, or maybe just around your area, or how does that work? So that's the reason why I asked that question.
Anywhere. If somebody could, if somebody has a spot for me to do a show, I'll do a show, man. It's like, I love the interactions with people, man. I go like on the shows I did, we went and partied, I socialized with everybody. We all vibed together, and then I got on the stage and I killed it, man. And people love it, man. The music, to watch me in a video is one thing, but to watch me in real life, to see the passion that I have about what I'm saying and all that type of shit, it's a whole different ball game, man. And then the people that are around me that have been through what I've been through, how they feel about what I'm saying, and that energy is contagious or something, man. It just gets it's crazy, man. It's like I've done songs at shows, and people were like, man, I love this song, man, this energy, everything. And then they listen to it on the radio and they're like, man, it's not even the same. So them live shows are difference makers. And it's like when how people like you guys do your reactions, you break down what I'm saying for people that don't want to take the time to listen to it and try to decipher what I'm saying. They start listening different. Them live shows make people listen different. So if somebody's got some place I could perform, I'll go and do it.
Now I got some reactions now. Like we got some country rappers over here. Man, they spitting so damn fast I can't even catch the damn bars. But people dig it, man. I mean, like shit. I be pausing this son of a gun every 5 seconds. It'd be a damn hour-long reaction on one song.
Yeah, I've heard some of them.
I'm like, shit. My damn ears and mine just don't work that fast.
Mine either.
Man, I ain't no damn spring chicken over here now.
I can't rap.
You know, I try to catch. I try to catch some of the pretty good bars, and you know, I try to pause it 3 or 4 times in the video. But you know, you got them subscribers. You don't like you pause it, or you don't enough, so you got to find that somewhere. But
you got to do what you like,
people,
man, because eventually the people that like your style are going to catch on. That's something I tell myself all the time. I could sit here and try to make all the music the people that follow me want me to make, and I'll get nowhere. Or I could just make the shit that I love making, and eventually everybody that likes what I'm putting out, likes what I'm saying, will all catch on, and it'll all come together.
right. And it's like me and Tim. Well, Tim's done several reactions on you on some of your songs, and I've done one. And Jason V, he's done a couple, I think. But you know, I already got several people that love your music, man, over here that's never heard you. But you know, you always got that few that don't like you. But you know, you always gonna have them no matter what you do. But
I love them because they're the ones that talk about you the most. They go.
I see it like this: if you gonna hate me, that you gotta watch my shit. You gotta watch my video to hate me. You gotta watch my video to have a hate comment in it. So that video got me a 1 view. So that's all that matters.
Thank
you had to view my shit. Appreciate it, buddy. Come back again.
A whole bunch of other people how much you hate me. Do me the favor.
Yeah.
Have them in.
Because they count just as good as somebody watching it. Go ahead, Tim.
When I said things happen for a reason, I mean, just look at this whole big picture right here, right? So Mikey reached out to me, about 3 months ago, Mike? You reached out to me?
Yeah, about 3 months.
On Instagram, asked me a question. And from that conversation, we started talking on the phone, texting on a regular basis. He watches my reactions. I react to his reaction. He gives me feedback on mine. I give him feedback on his. When he did the Kill 6ix9ine reaction, I couldn't watch it all the way because I didn't want to watch it because I wanted to react to it. And I was like, damn, I can't react to it because if I react to it the same day he reacts to it, it's going to look like I'm biting off of him. And I didn't want that, right?
No, you fine
so
shit.
I went and looked you up and I seen No Secrets. That was the next one down. So I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and react to that. So what I'm getting at is everything happens for a reason. By him reaching out to me 3 months ago, now look at the conversation we're having today.
Oh, I believe that. I'm a firm believer, man.
That simple and that easy. We're two strangers.
Yeah. No such thing as an accident.
Hell, when Tim calls me, man, we talk for 2 and 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. And everybody you come into contact with, you come into contact with them for a purpose. That shit's been like a mantra of mine for a long time, man. That shit helped me get through prison, 10 years of prison. I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be here for whatever reason. I'm right where I'm supposed to be doing whatever I'm doing. And it's just a part of my program. You know what I mean? And that shit gets you mentally strong, man. So even today, I use that so much that little line, man. Okay, I met this person for a reason. I'm communicating with this person for a reason. I went through this for a reason, and it keeps me going, man. That shit. If you could grasp onto that, you could get through anything.
Well, you spoke about it in Hustlers and Dreams. So I think the line you used is, I'm facing 25 to life. Hey, I accept it. That's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a tough bar. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, Tim remember all them songs.
I tell you, man,
I love that song, man. That song right there, the flow of it, the easy. I don't know that, and I mean I'm biased obviously because it's my music, but that Hustler's Dream, man, that is like a.
You say, hey, all the gangsters come down.
Huh?
You said that. You say, hey, everybody's a part of that gangster life until the indictment comes down.
Everybody in a gang till indictments come down, and all the guys are no longer around.
Man, I remember that shit last weekend. I was bumping that 6ix9ine. You got to see. I drive a 4-door dually. That's fairly new, but anyways, you got to know the town I live in. I was bumping. I had the windows down. It was nice that morning. I was bumping and Kill 6ix9ine. These people pull up beside me like, this old man, we're bumping some damn rap shit. But I was like, hell yeah. I'm banging my damn head to it.
Hell yeah.
I think they locked the door. I think they locked the doors, but that's all right.
That's good stuff, man.
in the no apologies reaction, you said something in there, and I said, I don't know if you watched that reaction or not, Blase, but I said, I'm not going to speak on it now. I'll speak on it on this show that we're doing right now. Do you know what I said? Did you even watch that reaction? Blase?
Yeah.
You remember what I
I
was
watched
talking
it.
about? When you said you made a line in that song, you said, I love redheads and freckles. And I said, I gotta disagree with you on that. I said, I'm not gonna speak on it now, but I got a theory about it. So here's my theory. Now, if there are any redheaded women out there, do not get offended by this. Okay, because I'm a natural redhead. My sister's a redhead. But listen, I lost my virginity at 13 by a young lady by the name of Wendy Totten. She was a redhead.
Oh, she did something wrong to you, bro.
Let's just say, well, my nose was dying.
Oh no.
So I said, okay.
Oh man.
Bad experience, right? Lo and behold, the third person I slept with was a redhead.
Not again.
I was like, God, Lord, what the hell? I said, I got to do a study now. I got to know if this is a coincidence or if this is actual facts.
Well, see, anybody that follows my Instagram,
oh, trust me, I do.
Hey, any of the women who follow my Instagram knows that when you come around me smelling like that, that's the first place I'm going.
So, man, I don't even want to talk about the stuff he posts on Instagram, man. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
So I did study, right? I made a point to go find 10 more redheads.
Oh my God, man. That can't be accurate, man.
Every last one of them. I said, that's it. Never again will I sleep with another redhead. And this is how bad it was. This is how bad it was. So I'm the fourth child out of 6. Like I said, my little sister, she's a redhead. And we were all golfing one day with my pops. And my brother-in-law was there. Now there's 5 boys and 1 girl. And they kind of set me up. They said, hey, Tim's got this theory on redheads. I'm like, what? Yeah, go ahead and tell me your theory on redheads. And me not thinking, I blurred the shit out. My brother-in-law looked at me. He's like, you know Jen's a redhead, right? I said, well, is it true? Boy, he got mad as hell. Yeah, redheads.
You know what? Go ahead.
Somebody had in the comment, when do you have another song coming out? Well, are you going to be dropping another song soon?
I got this song called Fired Up that I'm working on, but I also have this song called Streets of Cali, and it's featured CJ Washington and Jay Diggs. Jay Diggs is a real big rapper out here in the Bay Area. He's he used to rap with Mac Dre. Mac Dre was huge out here, man. Even after he passed, Mac Dre is always gonna be huge out here. But so I'm gonna figure out a release date. I was trying to get a video situated because I like to put out the songs with the videos, but the timing is bad. And Jay Diggs is always moving. He's always on the grind. So trying to lock in a specific day for us to get together for the video has been a little complicated, but I'm going to drop the song and then worry about the video afterwards. So Streets of Cali should be coming out within the next couple of weeks.
Can you give us a sample of one of the verses?
Let me see here.
Why don't you do one of them animated videos like a lot of people doing? A lot of people digging them animated videos.
My homeboy actually made like a can you guys see that? It's a light. But that's me with the It's like half my face is in prison and half my face is on the streets of Cali. This one's gonna be bad, man. Can you hear it?
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Man, you better cut that out. They gonna have a bunch of panties falling off of here.
Hell yeah!
They
gonna be throwing panties about the camera and stuff.
That's fire right there.
Yeah, that one. I'm excited about that song. I've been excited about it for a while, man. Because Jay
Man,
Diggs,
it's almost like when him I don't know, maybe a stripping song. I see a woman up on a stripper pole or something, or love making song or something.
I might have to figure that out for the video.
They going off in the comment section.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they said
they said turn it up.
Awesome. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to cause anybody having kids tonight. Any kids be born.
Hell, we don't. Hell, we don't. Where they at? Let's put in work. Let's practice a little. Let's practice before we start making the babies.
There we go.
That's right.
Go to my you'll see what I like.
He's on that Instagram stuff.
Go to my
yeah. So that's the song you want to put a video with.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the video. I'm gonna still try to reach out to Jay Diggs and get it figured out. But Jay Diggs and the dude CJ Washington is a talented dude, man. He's got one of his songs on YouTube got over 500,000 views. That dude's talented. He could sing his ass off, man. So I was fortunate to get him on this song. It was like one of them lucky situations where I met somebody. He worked with this dude. He knew the studio that Jay Diggs went to. We all vibed, finally got it all together, dialed in, and made some magic, man.
Hell yeah. That's how it works out, man.
What kind of reception did you receive since you've been out of being locked up? What kind of reception have you received from the people in your community? Because you're Irish, you're over 40, you're a white guy, and you do rap. Do you catch any slack for that?
I mean, there's probably people that wonder, like, what the fuck am I doing? But I figure, like, that more so initially. And, I think as time went on, people respect it, man. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not I've lived that life, right? I don't live that life. I raise my kids. I make music. I talk about what I did in my past, not what I did doing in my present. You know what I mean? I just love, once I realized that I had the ability to make music and put my emotions down and all that, I fell in love with it, man. And it was just like a way for me to deal with everything that I'm going on in my life. You know what I mean? So a lot of times what people don't realize that music is an escape, man. And it's a feel-good feeling that a lot of us can't find anywhere else. A lot of people, a lot of musicians all have the same story, man. Getting high, chasing demons, doing all this. And people don't realize that a lot of times this music is what saves us, man, and makes it to where we don't have to do that shit so much. But I feel like a lot of people have started to respect it, to whereas maybe before they was like, man, you're too old for this shit.
Do you find yourself like writing throughout the day, or do you like pick a time to do it, or is it just a sporadic?
I told my partner Mac Mace this before, and he was blown away by it. But a lot of times, man, because I'm raising my kids, a lot of times I'll write early in the morning or late at night. And sometimes I'll find time like at work. Because if an idea pops into my head, I learned a long time ago that I need to write it down immediately, because I'll lose it. My mind doesn't have that ability to say, oh, this is a dope idea and I'm going to save this for later. When I get home, I'll find a beat and start trying to write to it. So I'll write it down immediately. So
you got CRS.
Huh?
You got CRS.
CRS? Can't remember shit. Hell yeah. That is my problem. I can't remember
Hey, that
consequences.
comes with age, brother. I'm telling you, it gets worse.
Hell yeah, you ain't a kidding.
Yeah, I'm embracing it, man.
What do your kids think about you doing music? Do they know that you do the music, or?
Yeah, they know I do the music. I don't really think that they like sometimes when they're with their babysitters or something, because a lot of the times, like in my house, I don't listen to my music as much as people around me do, you know. So I got other people around me that's kids know my music better than I do, right? So I just don't think that my kids kind of grasp it as much as other people do. But like they'll be at babysitters and their babysitter will be like, who's your favorite rapper? And like my daughter will be all, my daddy. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That is awesome. Now, how old are your kids?
My son is 5, my daughter's 4.
Well, they're running you ragged, aren't they?
Oh my God, bro.
Man.
Yeah,
At
it's
least you ain't changing diapers. At least you ain't having to change diapers.
No, we're past that, thank God. My Lord.
Man.
My daughter was reluctant, bro. She it wasn't too long ago when she finally started going number 2 on the toilet. She just did not like to do that, man. And oh my God, I was like, come on, dude, you're 14 already. We're past the diaper stage. She's
Hell
3.
yeah.
I'm saying, you're 14. You don't do that no more.
I was just trying to read some of these comments.
I can only imagine what it was like for you the first time that you changed diapers for everything that you went through. I bet that was probably one of the hardest things you had to do, wasn't it?
No.
Really?
Oh man, bro, that's one of the things that kept me from just going all the way out with this lifestyle, man. Because when I got arrested on my dope case, and my attorney came out to see me in Utah, the attorney, before he even sat down, I told this dude, I said, "Hey, do they have conjugal visits in the feds?" Which is sex visits, you know, with your wife or whatever, weekend visits. And he said, calm down, man. We haven't got that far yet. And I said, nah, no, calm down, nothing. I have got that far. I know where the fuck I'm going for a very long time. I need to know this. And he said, no. And that shit hurt me, man. I was like, man, I'm never going to be able to have kids. Because at that time, man, I was facing a life sentence. So I was like, man, I'm never going to be able to have kids. And that shit hurt me worse than the thought of going to prison for the rest of my life. I was like, I'm never going to have kids. So the whole time I'm doing this time, knocking down this sentence, I'm like, I can't wait to have kids. And then I had the kids, and the changing that. I mean, my son was difficult, man. His first 2 years of life was just crying and difficulty and this and that. But to whereas my daughter was the exact opposite. For her first 2 years, she was easy, and then after that, she started getting crazy. But I accepted it, man. It's what I wanted. I wanted to just like raise a little family and do everything I thought about the whole time that I was in prison.
Now, is their mom around, or?
No, me and her mom ain't together. Me and their mom ain't together.
Okay. You have full custody of the kids?
You know, we haven't done the court because I don't think it's necessary. You know what I mean? When she wants to see the kids, she can see the kids. So I don't mind doing whatever I got to do. You know what I mean? With these little rascals, they drive me freaking crazy. I would be, but you know what? I got some close people that help me out. You know what I mean? Like I reached out to the lady that started watching my kids when I first went to work over here in Berkeley, and she's gonna watch my kids Sunday when I go to work. So I mean, everything works out, man. I got good people to help me out. So
What type of work you do?
I work at the Lawrence Laboratory in Berkeley. We do like the maintenance around the whole place.
Okay.
So
you die just a regular old family man, just 9 to 5, raising kids. doing music on the side.
Every chance I get, I do music, man. So, but yeah, that's the reality of it, man. That's the part that people don't realize, man. I'm like I said, I talk about the life I live, man, and what I do today is I'm chasing dreams, man. If nothing else, I want my kids to see that anything's possible, man. If your heart is into something, do it. Fuck what anybody's saying. So,
Amen to that.
I was a gangster.
You turn your
not a rapper that turned into a gangster.
There you go.
right. There you go. What I was thinking to say. Hell yeah. I was trying to read some of these comments. Anybody's asking any questions.
What did they say, Mikey? You
Uh,
haven't read them yet?
they said he wasn't worth a damn and all that shit.
That's
Said
to
Matt
be
wasn't worth a damn. Must be somebody that knows you. No, they didn't say that. They said you was a good dad and all that. I just messing. I'm just yanking your chain, man.
Yeah.
But now, what the hell? I was going to ask you another question. I can't remember what the hell it was now. I know Tim's got a question over there.
Yeah, I got tons of questions. Okay, when you did,
Go ahead, John.
when you did Hustlers and Dreams, right? What was going through your mind when you wrote that song? Is there a particular reason why you wrote it the way you did, or you just wanted to just explain the game more?
I think it was just me explaining like the frustrations of how the game once was in comparison to how it is now. And it's like I said, the guy in that video is an actual rat, man. I grew up with since kindergarten, man. You know what I mean? Me and that dude grew up our entire lives together, and then he became a rat, but like worse than anything, he became a lying motherfucker. You know what I mean? But for me, that was like a way to talk about my life, you know what I mean, and the shit I've been through. And it was like I put myself out there by saying, like, my dad told me this dude was a piece of shit, man, and I didn't believe it. And a lot of other people had to pay the consequences because I kept that dude in the circle for a long time, man. And
Was that
and he ended up being a fucking lot of shit.
Was actually him in the footage in the beginning when he's in the
Yeah.
interview?
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna go ahead, Tim.
So
I'm not gonna get all politic on you. I'm not gonna get all politic on you. Are you did you watch the debates last night?
I watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it.
I just wonder what you thought about it.
Since
y'all out in California, I heard y'all got it damn taxes out the ass and shit out there, and you can't do this, can't do that. But I didn't know who.
You know what? I've never in my life have I felt like the consequences of one president in comparison to another. You know what I mean? I know that I don't like the lady Kamala Harris because I just feel like she's an evil fucking lady that out here, because she was like heavy putting a lot of people in jail behind marijuana and withholding information that could have set people free and all that. And you know what? I try to stay away from the politics because I don't know what the fuck I'm reading, if what I'm reading is true or what I'm reading is false. But I don't know, bro. I've never voted in my entire life because I've been in trouble my entire life. I'm sure now that I'm not on probation or anything, I could vote, but I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris if fucking she was running against a fucking terrorist, bro.
Man, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people that hate her. And apparently she wouldn't. Apparently she didn't do California no good out there.
And I just get, I don't know. A lot of times, man, I just watching that lady, her her action, and then telling the dude that she was calling Biden a racist just because she was in a debate. Like, who the fuck does that? You're trying to sabotage this dude's character just because you're in a fucking debate. I don't like. Come on, get the fuck out of here, and then admit it. Oh, I was just in a debate. Nah, you fucking bitch. No, I don't like that lady, man. But as far as
So
Biden,
tell us how you really feel.
yeah, as far as Biden, I don't know enough about either one of them to say how I feel about them. But I know how I feel about her, and I don't like her. So I mean, Trump could definitely stay away from the fucking Twitter. You know what I mean? This guy, if he didn't entertain every fucking buddy about every damn thing, it's just like sometimes you got to check your damn ego at the damn door, especially when you're in a position he's in. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other. But I do know who I don't like, and I don't like that fucking lady.
And she definitely be probably your next if it goes that route. Joe Biden, he'd be out and she'd be the president. So that's who you voting for in the long run.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people see that too. So
part of the plan.
So this is a two parts of a question. One fan wants to know by the name of Norma Jean Hanks wants to know if you've met anybody famous in prison. And two, Stacy Yonders wants to know, how do you feel about Tom McDonald?
I never met anybody famous in prison.
Okay.
And I don't know enough about Tom McDonald to say anything about him.
Gotcha. Good answer.
Why did she ask? That's the question.
She was just wondering how do you feel about him?
How does she feel about him?
Well,
it'd take him a minute to catch up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've listened to a couple of his songs before, but
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's weird looking. I think some of his music is he comes out, he speaks on a lot of politically correct things that people get offended by. So some of those songs I do like. Some of the songs, I think he does it just for clout. That's just my personal reason. But he did this one song where he's an inmate on the stand and he's testifying, talking about white privilege. I like that song. And then what was the last one he did where he's like a broadcaster, Mikey?
Oh, was that Bad News or something? Fake? Was that something news?
Like that. People were just stupid. I like that.
Yeah. Now his last one he just dropped was about cancer, and they say that was that was a sad song,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind listening to something about cancer, but the rest of that shit, I don't know.
So Jason JV, who's a reactor out in California, he wants to know what's your biggest inspirations in the rap game.
Mac Dre in the fucking Bay Area was, but like I grew up with Eazy-E, NWA, Ice Cube.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Too Short, 2 Live Crew,
Mac
Luke
Dre,
Skywalker.
Mac Dre didn't get enough credit for being, because Mac Dre once upon a time was heavy into the gangster music, man, and then he went to the feds. I think Mac Dre will always be one of the my biggest inspirations musically wise, because this dude went and did 6 or 7 years in the feds for like the cops even admitted. They was like, man, this dude was an up and coming rap artist. We felt like we could arrest him with his buddies and get him to rat, because who wants to go and do something? Because he wasn't even as far as I know, he wasn't even at the scene of the crime. You know what I mean? They got him with arrested for attempted heist or some shit. But and Mac Dre held his mud, man. So Mac Dre's lyrics and the way he rapped was to me everything, man. But That's my biggest influence, man. Mac Dre was dope.
Hell yeah.
Jesse Lamb wants to know if you ever heard of Upchurch, and what do you think about the Tennessee Kid?
I've heard of Upchurch through you guys, man, and I gotta listen to more of his music. But I know a lot of people respect that cat, man. So I want to get a sample of what he's got going on.
The good, if you want a good song to listen to, Rap Demon. That is a good song.
Rap Demon.
Yes, it's off the MGK beat of Rap Devil, and that to me is probably one of his. When it comes to lyrics of rap music, you need to listen to that.
I actually listened to a song because I was watching your guys' reaction to the man, what's his name?
Adam Calhoun.
Adam Calhoun, because of the shit that he was going through with old Yellow Wolf, and I was intrigued because I think Yellow Wolf got took off the song or asked to be removed from the song, and then Ryan Upchurch took his place, right?
Right.
Yeah, that song came out. I think I listened to it the other day. I think that shit was dope, man. And after I watched your guys' reaction to everything and got to listen to Adam Calhoun a little bit, I respect that dude too, man. It's
So he done some time too.
Yeah.
Beating up a cop.
Huh?
He actually did time for beating up a cop.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little bit of common then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I listened to him and what he said, his opinion on dude not wanting to make music with him over some difference in political views or something, man.
Because Yellow Wolf, he has a black wife and he has mixed kids, and right after the George Floyd incident went down, he came out and said that a hashtag human race, and that's when the whole BLM movement was going on, Black Lives Matter. Well, Adam Calhoun's a big Donald Trump supporter. Okay, he's pro-American, and he came out and said, "No, all lives matter." Well, I guess they struck a deal with Yellow Wolf where he was supposed to sing the hook on the song with him and Struggle Jennings, Adam Calhoun and Struggle Jennings, called Legends. And because of the whole Black Lives Matter and human race thing, Adam Calhoun's like, no, all lives matter, and that's what started the whole feud.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It like I said, man, it takes heart to be different, especially like in the rap game. I feel like that dude, Adam Calhoun, is like Burden. You know what I mean? These guys don't give a fuck what you think about what they're gonna say and how they feel about it, and they're gonna say it. And who doesn't respect that, man? Even people like real people with integrity, lions. If somebody else is opinion difference in there, they're not gonna. I mean, hey, we differ in opinion, but I'm not gonna fucking look at you like you're less of a man or whatever. But I mean, we live in weird times right now, bro. So, but I respect them guys, man, and I respect that the Adam Calhoun for sticking to his mud. You know what I mean? He's probably bigger than Yellow Wolf right now anyway. So forget what that other dude's fucking going through.
That's what I like about it. I watch all Adam Calhoun stuff, and I like it because he's 100% real, man. And if you don't like it, don't watch his shit. That's what he say. If you don't like my shit, don't watch it. Before we get to something else, Jack, Wild Jack wants you to send him a shirt and a hat.
I got him.
He texts me. He can't leave a comment, so he texts me. He said, "Tell him to send me a shirt and a hat." He said, "Make that 3 shirts and 3 hats."
Yeah. I see all the comments.
Well, he just wanted. I figured I throw us in there too. So, I mean, I had to do the work, read the text, and tell you about it. So I gotta get something. I'm a middleman. I gotta get something out of it. Shit.
Bro.
Man, I live in Tennessee. I'm poor. I got to make $1 somehow.
Right?
Nah, but he said send him a shirt. I throw the hat and other stuff in there.
I got him.
Hey, your next video, you should come down to the South and do your next video, Blase.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
You really should.
I'm all for that. I'm getting to see all the the comments now. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm popping them up on the screen so you can read them.
Yeah. They said, Mike D, you got to give me a show with Struggle Jennings out there where you're at.
Do what now? Where you see that now? Oh,
Jennings.
yeah. I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
On Struggle, man. He's I done a reaction on it was Struggle Jennings and somebody else. I'm like, Jennings. I didn't know who he was, and somebody actually first ever song I ever done with him in it. I think he done a feature with somebody. But you know, I grew up listening to Waylon Jennings. But somebody said that was his grandson. I'm like, no, you got to be bullshitting me. Because, you know, Waylon Jennings, you know, he's a true outlaw out here. Country, man. He's pure country. But, you know, I dig Struggle Jennings' music, man. He got that raspy voice and shit. I dig his music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you see the comment right there, Blase, from John Newton?
Nah. Do I know any Irish travelers? Nah. Okay. No. Nah.
So you're gonna stay independent?
Yeah, it's just because a lot of times my music is influenced by certain situations, man, and I feel like that's one thing that a lot of people like about my music is that it's not fillers. You know what I mean? I talk a lot of good shit. A lot of people that been through the type of shit that I've been through relate to what I say. So I don't want somebody telling me, "Oh, we gotta do this kind of song. We gotta do that kind of song." No, fuck you. Find somebody else. I ain't never met nobody famous in prison besides me.
That's the way to look at it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man, you get a lot of people that loves your music, man.
That's good, man. I had
a few of them mentioned that they glad, you know, they're glad you shared your story about your mom and all that.
Yeah, that's dope. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Influences and inspirations, man.
Honestly, man, I would love to see y'all. Maybe see you do. I don't know, man. You know, I sit over here and think of shit all the time, and you know what I think about and what I actually, you know, what y'all hear about not sounding like shit. But anyways, I like to see like maybe you do a song with like a Up Church or Adam Calhoun or Struggle Jennings or whoever. Maybe like a country, maybe their country rap more of the West Coast, like East Coast gets, you know, West Coast kind of a song together.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for it, but I know a lot of them guys be charging motherfuckers, man. God, they charge a pretty penny, man.
But you know, sometimes you got to take that leap, man. You got to take that leap.
Yeah, well, I plan on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. I feel like once these doors start opening back up and people can start performing again, that shit'll start opening doors for me, man. I feel like a lot of them guys, if they heard me and know my story, you know, they're probably a lot like me. If they don't think that what I'm talking about is verified and legit, then what the fuck's this guy talking about? You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a lot of people say, "Oh, this dude's promoting gangster rap." No, I'm not promoting shit, motherfucker. I'm talking about what I lived through, just like everybody else that you listen to. You know what I mean? That you ain't calling gangster rap because the beat's different. Come on, man. I sold drugs. I got high. I've done all that shit that everybody else is fucking.
Man, we all done that. That's almost the whole damn United States has done that, ain't they?
There ain't many rappers.
No, that's what I like to see, man.
Yeah, there ain't many rappers that been through half of what I've been through, and I'm not saying that as in bragging rights, man. But nah, there ain't very man.
But you know,
Everlasting Lab. We might be doing a remix to one of the Everlast songs. House of Pain, Jump Around. That might be coming.
House of Pain.
Yeah.
Jump Around. Hell yeah. I remember that old song.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What was that? It wasn't a damn song where they had their pants around backwards, was it? Jump around, jump.
No. That was crisscross or something, right?
Yeah, some bullshit like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've slept. I've been on a lot of moons since then.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm always down to make music.
Jason JV, who's also he also is a rapper too. So he said that you and him should do some music together since you both Cali boys.
Yeah, I see him. I'm down. I want to make music with everybody, homie. Whatever we got to do to get it to the next level, let's do it. Yes, we can.
If y'all do one with some hot women in it, I won't be the cameraman. You ain't got to pay me nothing either.
Yeah.
They'd be like, damn, Big D, you supposed to be videoing us, not all the women now. I'm just trying to make the video even better.
Yeah, no, you're doing the right thing. Keep filming them.
Yeah, that's what people want to see anyways. They want to hear a good song and some hot women. I shouldn't have said that.
John Newton over here asking all the right questions, ain't he?
Right.
John, there's some things I don't want to talk about, friend. I hope you can understand that. Patricia, that's a good point, man. That's something I'll have to look into, man. Like I said, I feel like if people knew my story, knew what I've been through and all that type of shit, man, I think that a lot of people would want to make music with me because, like I said, my story is not the normal type of story, man. And if you knew me and knew what I've been through to see where I'm at today, man, that shit would it would shock you, man.
Honestly, I would love to see y'all do music, but a lot of these country rappers I heard, like, Upchurch and Jelly Roll, and I guess Adam Calhoun and Struggle Jennings, they've helped so many people, and man, they stabbed them in the back, and it makes it hard for anybody else. You know what I'm kind of saying? They do a song with them, and everybody wants to, and then dog them out and all that. Try to make their name look better, and try to stab them in the back. And it makes it harder for anybody else that wants to really do a song with them and put out a video and do a great song. It makes it harder for that next guy to get in or whatever.
Yeah, I know all about that shit, man. It's crazy. Yes, we do. I'll come to Minnesota. Find me a place where I could put on a show and I'll come. I got people in the Midwest all over. I did a lot of time in the Midwest, man. My Midwest people love me.
Man, we just got to get this down. They got to get these damn states open back up where we can start doing shit again. And I'm sure it's hurt a lot of people, man, doing, it does a lot of traveling, getting to do concerts and shit. It's hurting them too because they ain't able to. So once all that straightens out, y'all can get back out there, man.
Riverside, New Jersey, huh? Yes, sir. I had to do it, man. Follow me hit my Instagram, but be prepared. I talk about it.
Yeah, be prepared now.
Get on my Instagram, but get at me.
You might see some freaky stuff on there.
Yeah, it's always freaky shit on my but
I'm like, man,
Blase,
I don't even want to say, man.
Blase 417. Come follow me on Instagram. My name is Blase, but they can't put the little thing on top of the E on the Instagram. But come follow me, man, and talk to me about where I could come do the shows, and I'll come do them.
Yeah, just overlook all the stuff he posts during the daytime.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't overlook it. I mean, if you're a guy, yeah, overlook it. But, yeah. Yes,
what are you doing over there, Tim?
I'm just rolling down the questions that they're asking and popping them up so you can read them.
That's good shit, man. I'm glad I came on the show, man.
Are y'all getting are they started slowly opening shit up out there in California? Or is it still locked down like Fort
it,
Knox?
it's slowly, you know. I think I try Gavin Newsom. I hate that fucking guy so much. So anytime he talks about any of the COVID shit, I don't listen. So it's all I always get the information secondhand. Yeah. So I think slowly but surely shit's starting to open up, and I feel like once it does, this stuff is gonna take off for me, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, I done told you my prediction.
I'm thinking that into existence as we speak. Let's make that happen.
I honestly believe that come June of 2020.
Is there anything else you want to tell? Do what?
No, just follow me on my Instagram. I know I talk a lot of shit, man, but you know, first and foremost, I'm a father to my kids. I'm doing what I love. I love talking shit. A lot of people that go on my Instagram go on there because I have fun. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to talk shit. And I mean, I'm a freaky man or whatever, but so some of the shit that I talk is real shit. But it's fun. It's all in fun, man. Come have fun. My favorite rock song is Loser or Creep. I'm a creep, man. For some reason, that fucking song just does something to my soul. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, BLASE417, man. Come have fun with me. Follow my journey. You know what I mean? It's we have a lot of fun on my channel. 417 is the address where I grew up with my whole life, man. So it's not a zip code for me. It's like
Just a number easy. Just a number easy to remember, huh?
My mom's the house I grew up in my whole life, 417 Garrettson. So that number follows me, man.
Mikey, this one's for you. They want to know what your favorite rock song is.
My favorite rock song is
rock.
Hands down, man. I'm a big Leonard Skinner fan.
My favorite one is Mental Health by Quiet Riot.
Nice. Yes, sir.
I've never gotten that real hard heavy metal rock, but about Leonard Skinner, now I do love Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. Hell, I know it's a few others. I goddamn brain fart, but mostly Leonard Skinner and shit.
I mainly listen to hip hop and country, so I don't really listen to much rock. But I love that Creep song, man. That fucking song.
Well, see, I grew up listening that 60s and I guess late 60s, maybe late 50s and 60s with my mom and dad. And, you know, growing up, my mom listened to all that. And I got into country music, and I love country music. I loved older country. Then, you know, I started hanging around with certain people, and then here come Beastie Boys, NWA, Run DMC, and all of them, Luke Skywalker, Too Short. I mean, all of them hitters. And I started getting into that. And I still always loved country, and I kind of dabbled in the rock, like, you know, Leonard Skinner and all that. And, man, this new country, I'm not digging it, man. I'm not digging it.
No,
I'm more of the older country. Now the country route, I dig the country route.
Me too. I love it. Jelly Roll and all them guys, man.
Yeah.
It's I'm huge fan. Man.
Now I still listen to a lot of the older, Alan Jackson and all of them, but a lot of the good ones are dying off. You know, you got George Jones and all of them, and Johnny Cash, and all the good ones are dying off.
Yeah, but that's mainly the kind of country that I listen to. Who sings?
They told us.
Billy.
They told the story, man. They had a story. Yeah, Billy Curran. I like some of his music.
Man, I'm a huge fan of man.
These newer country people, man. I mean, how much can you talk about drinking and women and all that good stuff?
Oh my God!
Shit. I do all that. I mean, I mean, shit. I mean, you can only talk about a truck so much and drinking and riding the back roads. I mean, but I don't know. That's why I dig the country rap, man.
Yeah, yeah, I'm feeling FJ Outlaw is a dope artist, man. Country dude. I did a song with him, man. He's a beast. Big
Who's
country.
that now?
FJ Outlaw. Y'all ain't heard of
him? No, I have to look him up. See, that's how I learn new artists, man.
You gotta check out FJ Outlaw. He's a hell of an artist, man. Humble, dope dude too. I met him in the backyard at a friend of mine's house in Crockett. I want to say he's from Florida, but dude is fucking dope, man.
You just picked up a new sub.
Huh?
I said you just picked up a new subscriber, Doug Hayes.
Oh, yeah, right on. I appreciate that. So, yeah, FJ Outlaw's dope, man. That fool is a beast.
You talking about the song, the one you did with Outlaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
FJ Outlaw's a savage, man. You listen to his music.
Mikey. He's got he's a heavy set guy with cornrows. Well, not cornrows.
Oh, yeah. I sit there thinking, I was like, I have heard that name somewhere, but I just never done any reactions. That's why I draw a blank. Yeah. What do you think about like Moonshine Bandits and all them? You ever listen to their music or?
I haven't. But a friend of mine tried to turn me on to them, man. I want to say I reached out to them to see how much they charge for a verse, and they told me 100,000. So I was like, yeah, okay. But
hell no,
man.
Jesus,
they got some pretty dope songs, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a couple of reactions on them. They got some damn, but $100,000. Lord have mercy.
Well, I think in their mind, if you do a song with you made it, man. That's gonna put you on a whole different platform. But that was a little bit out of my price range.
Look, I don't care if I
right. You got to take. You got.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's like I don't know how some of these reactors can charge people to react to their music. Like for an example, if you said to me, "Hey, I want you to react to this song, and I'm gonna pay you $400." Do you think you're going to get an honest reaction from me?
I heard that.
I mean, do you? No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh man, that thing was fire. Even though I was like, man, that thing sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so, dude, just paid me $400 to listen to this trash. No, that's the best song ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Y'all go check him out, man.
Y'all go check him out because I ain't going to know more.
Y'all go check him out, see how you like it. I got my $400, so.
I heard that.
Hey, like I said before, I might not be the greatest reactor, and I might not catch a lot of bars, but I think I can explain a song, if not better, if not as good, maybe better than a lot of the reactors on YouTube. When it comes down to breaking the meaning of the song,
yeah.
I believe I can do that.
That's all that matters, man.
And I'm with Tim on that. He does break them down a hell of a lot more than I do, and he goes more in depth to them.
I like that. Man. I like when people understand what I'm saying in my music.
Because when I hear a song, the first thing I want to do is I want to say, okay, what is the message of the song? What did I grab out of it? How can I relate it to my life? And a lot of the stuff that you rapped about, I can relate to it because I've experienced it. I've seen it, so I know exactly.
That's like my song "Where'd the Love Go," man. There's so much shit in that thing. Like "Where'd the Love Go," I wrote that shit because I felt like all the people that I expected to be supportive weren't supportive. You know what I mean? And it was like I didn't understand it, and that shit put me in a fucking like a funky place. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, what the fuck is going on here, man? You think that I don't know. And then I wrote that shit, and I talked about the same fucking rat that I talked about in Hustler's Dream. But I love that song, man. It's not one of my more popular songs, but I had some lady reached out to me not too long ago and told me, hey, man, would you be willing to talk to my grandson? He fucking loves you. You're a big deal to this kid, And I said, yeah. I shot her my number. She called me back a few minutes later. I talked to the kid, and the kid, I told him, what's your favorite songs? And he said, Where'd the Love Go? And I forget what other one, but I was blown away because I was like, man, that's fucking dope. Because Where'd the Love Go is definitely one of my favorite songs that I've ever done, man. And it's just because of the shit that I say in there. So, Brenda, I appreciate you. I just seen the follow. I hope you're prepared.
Just don't drop your drawers around him.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm picking at him, man. Shit.
Well, one of the things I did want to ask you is, have you ever thought about going out and talking to troubled kids in the community?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've thought about trying to go into juvenile halls and I got a friend that's been trying to get me to go down that path for a while. And it's like eventually I'll do it. You know what I mean? I would love to fucking make a difference in people's lives, man. I have people reach out to me all the time and tell me, hey man, will you talk to this kid? You know what I mean? He's a friend of mine's son. He's going down the wrong path. And I tell him, hell yeah, I'll talk to him. And I give him my opinion, you know what I mean? So I would eventually, I think that's something I'd love to do, man. So, and I think that the kids would listen. So
if you had to, let's say a hypothetical, if you could go back and tell your young self something, what would you tell yourself what you know today? And is there anything you would change? Huh?
Take your time.
Would you change anything, or would you let your life ride out the way it has?
I'd let it ride out just because, I mean, it's who I am today, man. What if I changed something, man? I didn't have my kids or something like that. And I don't know, man, that the time that I got to live with my parents and the relationship, the bond that I have with my parents is second to none, man. So my family is crazy, man. I put my family through hell, you know what I mean? And they never turn their back on me. They never anything, you know what I mean? So it's like I wouldn't change anything. I mean, if I could tell the younger me something, take your time, man. I've always had such big issues with rushing into everything, you know what I mean? And I don't want to go to a job and work and buy a home. I want to go cop some bricks, do it overnight, and then go buy a home tomorrow. It's just I realized that when you take your time, man, shit lasts longer, man. If you're in a rush, it's like flashes. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know who you're dealing with. It's like take your time, man, and it'll be a lot more rewarding.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's the saying I used to preach to my soldiers every day in combat. Hey, when we go outside that wire, we're gonna roll slow and smooth, smooth as fast. Because when you start rushing, well, that's when bad things happen. Yeah.
And you could say you like redhead and freckles, but there's only one person that's in charge of what's going to get sent your way, and it might not. You might get the exact opposite. Let me tell you. And for some of us, that's probably a blessing. You know.
Hell yeah.
Some of us ain't had no good experience with heads.
Oh, that's funny.
Right, man.
Mikey said the next video that you shoot, you should have me and him in the back seat of your old school.
Man, we'll make it happen, bro. I'll come out there. We'll make that happen.
They'd be like, "Who's these damn two crackerheads in the back of this damn car?"
One yelling, "Hell yeah!" The other one going, "That's your ass, Mr. Postman."
I'm gonna have to send you guys the song so you can do some ad libs in there. You know what I mean? So we can make it authentic, real.
There you go. There you go.
Now, what the hell was you gonna ask him the other day? We're gonna try to come up with a rap song. If we got so many subscribers, we're gonna come up with a rap song.
Yeah, we told him if we can get Mikey to 4,000 and this channel to 10,000, we do a rap song by January 1st.
Fuck yeah, let's run them numbers up.
All three of us, get our numbers up and stuff.
I want to see you get to 10,000.
Man, me too, man. Me too. I got my partner, Ryan Leone. Ryan Leone's a great dude, man. This fool talks about his experiences in prison, and he helped me a lot, man. That dude's got a huge platform on social media. He does it like I said, he's an author, best-selling author, but he also does like the prison talk shit. Ryan Leone, man, but he's put me out there a few times on his page, which boosted my shit. You know what I mean? So, good things are coming, man. It just takes the right person hearing it, and before you know it, something happens overnight. And it's just about the drive, man, and staying committed to it.
Us doing this, and we doing your reactions to your songs and stuff, and people going and checking you out, people sharing it on Instagram or whatever other social media they have. That's what helps, man. Getting your followers to help share your shit. So
yeah, hell yeah. Your partner's talking about you to other people, man, keeping you in rotation.
Yep.
So, but like I said, I just dig your vibe. I mean, I really do. I love listening to your music. To me, it's authentic. You can tell when you get some rappers out there. I always got this one song that I've been playing over in my head. It's something about, you always hear these rappers always talk about back in the day, right? And if I were to do something like that, okay, you want to talk about back in the day? I'll take you back to 83 when me and my homies used to listen to Run DMC with shell top shoes and parachute pants. I even used to wear a Kango hat. Some shit like that.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. Let me write that down, Tim. Say it one more time.
Oh, I already got it written down, Mike. Trust me.
Yeah.
Let me record it. Say it. Well, you're saying I'll record it over here.
All you bunch of rappers are like a bunch of clappers. Sometimes you got to stand up and man up and catch these hands. Uppercuts and body blows. Hit him in the throat, hit him in the mouth, hit him in the nose. Stuff like that. But you hear that all the time where everybody's talking about, I pull.
Oh, it was good. He was going in too hard on
it. He fucked his damn camera up. Go ahead, Tim. We write that down up there.
A lot of these rappers out there talking about, I'll pull up. Look, if you take on someone's life, you'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And it sticks in your mind every single day. Sometimes it's in the front of your mind. Sometimes it's in the back of your mind. A lot of these rappers out there, they're talking about all that, how they're hard and this and that, and they really don't know what it's like. Because when you take someone's life, it fucks with you.
Yeah, they don't want to. It's all a game, man. You know what I mean? And whatever. It's putting words together, not life experiences.
Yep. But that's why where I'm getting at it, the whole message I was trying to get at is that's why I love your music, because it is authentic. And I can tell it when you're not forcing words together. All you're doing is telling a story.
Yeah.
Just like, what song was it? No Apologies. When you started speaking about your kids, I even said it in the reaction. I said that right there, to me, that was the hardest part of the whole song. That was my favorite part of the song, is where you started talking about, yeah, their dad's been in prison, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not a bad guy. I just made bad decisions. And you basically telling them that, hey, this world's tough, and I gotta show them.
Hell yeah.
And in that reaction, I told everybody, listen, that to me was my favorite part, because you were just basically speaking straight from the heart. You can tell it wasn't forced. You weren't trying to put words together to make them rhyme. You were just speaking straight from the heart when you wrote that part. And I could tell that.
Yeah.
Now, would you would you always stay independent, or would you sign with anybody?
Nah, I don't want nobody to like influence my music, man.
And take half of your shit.
Yeah, I ain't even worried about half the shit. It's like I feel like they take away the
They
personal
take your
part
freedom
of
of speech away.
huh?
They take your freedom of speech away. They dictate on what you can say and what you can do.
Yeah, and I don't want that. I'm
You've
too
already had enough. You've already had
I
enough
think
stuff taken away from you. Now you
yeah,
need to keep it for yourself.
yep, yep.
I'm just saying. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. You definitely got a manager in the South. I'm gonna promote your stuff everywhere I go. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Likewise, man. Hey, I got partners out here. My partner DJ Murph is already calling you the GOAT.
I appreciate that.
Man, every time I get ready to do a reaction on one of your videos, Tim's already dropped one down. I'm like, man, he's doing all the good songs.
Hell yeah! I should send you a screenshot of that text exchange I had with my partner. I said, we're calling him the GOAT. Then he goes, nope, just GOAT.
Go.
Greatest of all time.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Hell yeah.
So when do you think you're gonna drop your new album? Do you have a time period? Are you gonna wait till after the holidays or before the holidays?
I don't know about an album. You know what I mean? I do these singles with the videos and shit like that. You know, once actually me and my partner Mac Mace, he's getting a studio set up over there, and we're supposed to go to work. You know, I feel like Mace is gonna help me take my music abilities to the next stage. You know what I mean? So hopefully that happens soon, man. A lot of people like the music that he and I make together. You know what I mean? So hopefully it happens soon, man. Me and Mace. One of my most popular songs is a me and Mace song. Can't Make It Up. Fuck Your Politics. Mace is a beast, man, and I feel like he could help me elevate my game. Jason, I appreciate you, bro. Likewise, man. We all got to bring each other up.
Hey, what would you do? Do you like diss tracks?
No.
So if somebody diss you, would you respond to them?
How do you mean respond to them? I mean,
I'm talking in a rap battle. Like
I don't know how I feel about that. If somebody did it, I'd have to see how I felt at that time. But I mean, I don't see how somebody like does a diss track and it doesn't lead to a physical altercation or something like that. You know what I mean? It's I don't like that shit talking shit, man. I feel like it's cowardice, man. And I would, if somebody's got a fucking problem with me and my music or me or in general, I mean, we could fight. Or you know, I don't really want to take it to the next level because who does? I done spent too much time in prison, but we could get funky. You know what I mean? Huh?
Hell yeah.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. Because I love diss tracks. I was gonna say, please somebody diss him so I can hear him come back with some banger ass bars.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, you never know. I mean, if
Just like for an example, like Ryan Upchurch. Believe it or not, some of Ryan's best work is diss tracks. There's this rapper from Omaha, Nebraska. There's this black guy named Screwface John, but he spells his last name Jean, like Gene, but he pronounced it John, right? He did a diss track on Church back in 2019, and then Church responded. So they did two different rounds. They both did the first round. They both did 2 tracks, and then the second round, they both did 2 tracks. But if you want to see what type of rapper Church is, what I'm saying is go look at his diss tracks.
Yeah,
some of his best music.
Yeah, some of the diss tracks are amazing, man. I just know that I would fucking get in my motherfucking box over some shit like that. And I mean, maybe that's where I need to be to make good music.
That proves my next point. You are just like Adam Calhoun because he's the same way. See, he's admittedly come out and says when people put negative comments in my videos, he said I can have 1,000 positive comments, and then there'll be 5 negative comments, and he focuses on those 5 negatives.
Man, bro, somebody when I first started making the music said, like don't look past the love, and that's been my crutch, bro. That shit. It's just I mean, hopefully that's something that I just get used to and move away from it. But that shit irks the fuck out of me, man.
And he's the same way. And he hates it when somebody puts a diss track out on him because now he just wants to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You got an issue, but like I said, you never know. Maybe that shit'll spark some kind of fire and something will happen. Something beautiful.
Yeah. Hey. A good diss track to go listen to of Adam Calhoun is called Huck Fosier. So he played the word game because of YouTube, because they didn't want to put fuck Hosier. Hosier's a rapper from Indiana. I think that's where he's from. Anyway, him and Adam Calhoun used to do quite a few. They did an album together, and then Hosier screwed him over. So instead of saying fuck Hosier, he said Huck Fosier. And that's the name of the song. And that is a banger of a song. If you want to hear a good track,
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out.
Man, it is tough. And the woman he has in that video, that's right up your alley.
She must be.
Man, what was the name of that song, Tim? I don't even think I heard it. What's the name of it?
Fosier.
Fosier.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. Shit.
Got some hot looking women up in there. Heck yeah, I'm all about that.
There it is.
Have you ever heard his song called Racism?
I don't know.
That's another good song you should listen to, because that right there shows you his real talent of being a rapper, of Adam Calhoun. Is Racism.
Does he use inappropriate words in that?
He uses the N word. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I listened to that, man. I was blown. Yeah, that dude, like I said, man, that dude, it's dope. America needed that. The country needed motherfucker to come out and talk shit like that, man. That's fucking dope.
Because I mean, it's real, man. That's what people. I mean, it's how it is. I mean, and I think everybody went and checked it out just to see for themselves, and like, damn, that's how real life was. How it is.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to listen to this Upchurch kid, man, or young dude, whatever. You guys
well, check him out, man. Check out some of his
Adam Calhoun just turned 40 this past month. Church is getting ready to turn 30 next year.
Oh, so he's a young dude. That's dope.
Yeah. He's been in the game since 2014. He started out on Instagram doing comedy. He used to do like funny videos. And then one day, because I was watching kind of like a mini documentary on him, one day his brother said something to the extent, well, you should just raise hell and eat cornbread, RHEC. And that's one of the Upchurch's logos. He's like, what did you just say? He said, we should raise hell and eat cornbread. And he wrote a song about it. And there's a organization called Redneck Nation out of Florida, and they sponsored him, making his funny videos on Instagram. He says, hey, I got this idea called Raise Hell and Eat Cornbread. Can you put it on a t-shirt? They said, sure. So they did, and then he wrote a song, and that was one of his very first songs that he ever did was Raise Hell and Eat Cornbread. Now, the lyrics in it are not very good, because this is 2014. The sound quality is not that good, but the bars in it are pretty damn good. And that's what started Upchurch's rap career, was that particular song, Raise Hell and Eat Cornbread. And that's what he's most famous for. And then when you started getting into Outlaw and Hillbilly and YZ, that's another YZ, that's another good song you should listen to. Man.
I love that YZ song.
That thing will get you hyped up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out, man.
And then there's another cat named Big Murph from Tennessee. He did a country rap song with a guy that we had on last week named Big Poe. It's called Can't Park It. Let me tell you, from start to finish, man, you just want to be banging your head. That thing's got. If I was 20 years younger, I'd be in jail because I'd be doing out there wanting to fight somebody. I'm telling you, that thing had me hyped. If you go back and watch my reaction, it looked like I was having a seizure up in this daggone room. I mean,
I thought you did. I actually thought you did. I thought you were gonna follow your chair.
Woo!
I think call 911 for you, Tim.
I had to stop and take a drink. Man, that thing had me hyped.
That's good stuff.
But that's some of the cats you should check out. And I'm telling you, it might give you some inspiration.
Oh yeah. Other musicians, that's where I get my biggest inspiration, man, is listening to lyrics. Somebody says something, it resonates with me, and I go from there.
Trigger something.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, man, I'd like you getting ready to, like you got somebody hollering at you. I don't know if you had to get off here or what, but
I got to go pick up my little rascals.
I heard that.
Well, look, Blase, I appreciate you taking your time out of your business to do this. I got nothing but mad love for you. I just want you to keep pumping it out. I hope this motivates you by us reacting to your stuff. I hope to motivate you to produce more stuff so we can react to it.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate the hell out of you guys, man.
And just know that when you do get big, don't forget us little old men down here in the South.
I'm too much of a person to forget about people that help me.
And I hope this is an open invitation. Anytime you want to come on, just let me know and we'll throw you on.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna stay promoting you guys out here, bro.
And if you ever come find your way down in Louisiana or Tennessee, let us know. And I'll send you my phone numbers and Instagram. And if you ever want to talk, just hit me up.
Right on, man. You know, I'll do the same thing, bro. I appreciate you guys for real, man. You guys didn't have to do any of this, and it means a lot to me, man. So we're on the climb together.
That's right.
Even though me and Mikey got our own different channel, this is something that we're starting out together. This Friday night interviews with people. So I think it's something that me and him can make it go further than what.
Hell yeah. Hey, two minds are always better than one, man. I'm telling you.
That's right.
Steel, you gotta. It builds like that. It's unique, man. Just anytime you got an idea, go with it. And if it doesn't work, oh well. It's better to do it and it not work than not do it and missed an opportunity.
The only time you fail in life is when you quit.
Yeah, or when you don't do it at all.
Exactly.
When you don't
even
like
you don't stop. If you keep grinding, you'll never fail.
Yeah, I believe.
It looks like you got several followers following you now. I've seen some of them following you, and a lot of them telling you much love, man. Appreciate the chat and stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm seeing my phone go crazy over here. I appreciate that, man. That shit means a lot to me, for real.
I think that song you played is that little sample of that song. It might have done something, man. People want to hear more of it.
Oh, that's gonna be a banger, man. I'm telling you. I talk a lot of good shit in that song too, and like I said, man, the dude on the hook, CJ Washington, is a hog, man. That dude's he's making music, man, and Jay Diggs is a staple in the Bay Area. Been that way for a long time. Jay Diggs and my history is a lot alike, man. We've done a lot of time and all that type of stuff. Stick to the morals that we've had our whole lives and everything. I'm looking forward to dropping that song, man.
Man.
I'll get on it right away. I just got the cover for it, so we're gonna put it in motion.
I do know this. You got 30 videos up on your channel. I reacted to 6 in the last 2 weeks, so that means I got 24 to go.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna guarantee you at least one video a week.
Gangster White Boy's got to be the next.
Gangster White Boy.
Gangster White got to be the next. Ain't a murder charge in the county. They ain't brought me up. A real gangster stops running views up. Got a 6 shot, no clip. Bringing someone with me to the crime make no sense. Complexion is the same as those arrested. We are not the same. You ain't under my approval. You are not fame. Fucking
you be writing another song when you get over here. You be all hyped up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But hey, I'll drop that reaction tomorrow.
Yeah, man, that song is if you read about my history, the shit that I talk in that song, man, it's deep, man. And if you ever want to shoot me questions while you're doing the reaction to see where my head was at and all that shit, don't hesitate, bro.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So
look, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Man, love to you. I know everybody in the comments enjoyed it. This is the most we've had at one time with you tonight. So you're setting records already. Mikey, you got anything you want to say?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
I appreciate you guys, man.
And one last time, Blase, where can everybody follow you at if they want to follow you?
Instagram, BLASE 417, Blase, baby.
And
Blase. I think I said everything but Blase.
Yeah.
What about YouTube?
Blase. It's BLAS 417 music.
Okay, there you go, Triple T. You heard it. Blase.
Actually, my YouTube is Blase Music. They let me put the little hyphen thing in there. But once you get to my Instagram, I'll direct you everywhere you need to be to find everything you need to find.
Do you have merchandise that you sell?
I do, but I'm trying to get the whole website shit set up because it's been like an issue trying to go out and mail shirts like that, getting in these bulk orders and only selling a certain amount of shirts and then having shit stacked up like that. So I'm trying to get the website figured out so I could do the drop shipping. It's all coming together.
All right.
Hell yeah.
What do you have anything else you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
Man, thank you guys all for tapping in. Thanks for all the follows, the subscribes. Let's make it happen, man. Keep supporting these up and coming people, all of us, man. Let's get it going.
Hell yeah.
So here's another artist that y'all should get up there. I'm telling you, if you haven't subscribed to him, you need to. You will not regret it. It is not gangster rap. He is speaking nothing but truth and facts of his life. And that's Blase from Coco County Rodeo.
Yeah.
California. Represent.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. All right, Blase, man.
Brother.
Much love. You guys
be my stuff to your DM. And like I said, if you ever need anything, hit me up and I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Likewise, man. I appreciate you guys for real, bro.
All right, man.
All right, man. Have a good one,
brother.
We'll see you, buddy.
Whoa.
Oh, you're fine, man.
There you go.
I was gonna get in here for a few more minutes before I had to roll out myself.
Yeah,
so I think I have to go to the bathroom. I am about to bust. Man, I dig him, man. I think he's a cool ass cat. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I've been waiting for this all damn week. I was like a kid on Christmas Eve.
Oh, I heard that.
Just something about his flow, the way. I mean, it's straight truth. Everything he said, you can tell that it's real too, because you can tell he's not making the shit up.
I seen you dropped another song last night on him. I'm like, damn, does Tim ever go to sleep?
Nah.
I don't know what time you texted me last night. I guess it was around midnight or 11 o'clock. I'm like, I didn't see it till this morning, but
I didn't go to bed till like 2:30. I was back up at 5.
Damn. Man, my foot's been killing me, man. And I've been sleeping a lot more just because I'm not doing nothing but sitting around is wearing me out. It is killing me. I cannot, it's about to kill me sitting around, and it's just draining me down.
Well, all right, everybody. We've been on here for 2 hours and 33 minutes. Hey, listen, Mikey, just let you know, next Friday, we're going to change it to Saturday because my grandson's birthday and we'll be celebrating it. So I will not do next Friday night.
Now, ain't next Saturday Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to do next Saturday.
All right, you want to do Thursday?
We can do Thursday.
Okay, it just won't be a late night. Yeah, we'll probably do an hour earlier.
Right.
Yeah. Instead of 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll probably do it 8 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
And because it's a school work day, probably only do like an hour and a half.
That sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, listen, everybody, I appreciate everybody stopping by. And I appreciate all the love in the comments. Like I said, go hit Blase up. The guy's super dope. I actually talked to him today on a video chat through Instagram. I mean, the guy's he's down to earth. You know, he's very humble. He's all about his kids and his family, and that's what I respect about him. All right.
Heck yeah.
All right, everybody. You know the deal. Be kind to yourself, love your family, love your neighbors, to include your enemies, and do unto others as you wish them to do unto you. Go give Big D some love as well. And
That's right.
Next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. West Coast Time. Have a good night, everybody.
See y'all.
All right, Mike. I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Y'all be careful.
All right.